For allowing us to come on board, Captain.
And you are?
Mercenaries. Baylan Skoll and his apprentice.
Ray Stevenson's commanding performance as Baylan Skoll was the Ahsoka show's high point for a lot of people. Even though he appeared to be invincible versus opponents like Ahsoka, it's intriguing to think about how he compares to some of the most formidable Jedi. Baylan is an Order 66 survivor, just like Ahsoka. However, the tale of how he managed to flee the Jedi Order's massacre remains untold. He doesn't appear to be loyal to the Jedi, the Sith, or any other organization of Force users, in contrast to the majority of other Star Wars characters. Baylan, on the other hand, forges his own route and aspires to be more than simply a Jedi. In addition to having a distinct philosophy, Baylan Skoll's lightsaber is also novel for live-action Star Wars. The orange color clearly conveys Baylan's unconventional viewpoints, yet the blade and hilt are entirely unique compared to previous brand offerings. It's likely that Baylan wields a powerful lightsaber, which distinguishes his weapon from even the most powerful Jedi's blades. Like great swords from the Middle Ages, magnificent lightsabers were designed to be heavy, formidable swords. In the fourth episode of Ahsoka, Baylan showcases his strength during their battle by repeatedly holding both hands on the hilt of his lightsaber and hitting Ahsoka with forceful, unrelenting blows. To the audience's knowledge, Baylan has only engaged in a lightsaber fight with Ahsoka as a foe. He may only be compared to Ahsoka Tano until Star Wars demonstrates more of his battling prowess. Still, in Episode 4, Baylan decisively vanquished Ahsoka, and in Episode 7, he held his own against her once more. However, this does not imply that he is stronger than her. Ahsoka had never before seen a foe brandishing a powerful lightsaber, which may have contributed to her crushing defeat in their first combat. Baylan uses a lightsaber form that is comparable to Anakin Skywalker's, although he modified it to fit his unconventional lightsaber. It is practically at the top of the Jedi strength scale, having reached the pinnacle of power. Ahsoka, on the other hand, is well known in the Star Wars universe for having encountered more lightsaber wielders than practically any other character. She has faced off against a number of extremely strong opponents, including Darth Maul, General Grievous, Asajj Ventress, and Darth Vader. However, Baylan was the initial opponent who managed to kill her. It's possible that Ahsoka isn't really stronger than Baylan because of his better dueling record. Even though Baylan Skoll defeated a skilled duelist like Ahsoka, he would probably fall short against some of the greatest Jedi duelists in Star Wars. In the prequel era, characters like Anakin Skywalker, Mace Windu, and Obi-Wan Kenobi have already shown to be some of the strongest lightsaber duelists. Therefore, even though Baylan trained with them as a Jedi, his brilliance as a duelist is nothing compared to theirs. Even so, he would probably be able to repel their attacks with his amazing strength, increasing his chances of winning the duel or making an escape. Count Dooku is a good example of a former Jedi, who can compare Baylan's power level. It's hard to say who would win because of Baylan's powerful attacks and Dooku's aggressive style and distinctive lightsaber hilt. However, Baylan would probably be able to defeat Dooku with just brute force, because Anakin Skywalker used Form V to counteract Dooku's usage of Form I in Star Wars, Episode II, Revenge of the Sith. Although Baylan is highly regarded as a duelist because of his lightsaber proficiency, not much is known about the Force abilities he may possess. It is proof that Baylan's reputation preceded him that Thrawn is aware of his combat experience during the Clone Wars as a Jedi General. As a tactical genius who studied leaders past and present, Thrawn probably knows more about Baylan's potential than the audience does. However, a Jedi's combat prowess was frequently put to the test during the Clone Wars rather than their Force affiliation. Although Baylan is obviously a talented fighter, he hasn't yet demonstrated his power in the Force.